Yeah. Recording again. What have you seen in her as a mom? What traits have you seen her carry over from Annette towards Presley?
Well, the
My
organization.
traits or her traits towards Presley?
Your treats.
My traits towards Presley?
Yeah.
My traits toward
Well,
Presley.
I think personally Holly does a whole lot better mothering than I did with Presley.
Well, you were mothering a lot of girls.
Yeah, she's able to focus on just the one.
We had
Well,
a mother, a couple
yeah.
dogs too.
Well, yeah.
We always had
and,
dogs.
and you.
Huh?
And you.
No, I was okay.
Huh?
I was okay.
You were okay what?
Not being mothered.
Oh, oh, you mean mothering
She had to
him
keep
too.
track of me.
Oh, yes, keeping.
I was
keeping him
running road
straight.
races all over the place. Go out at 4:45 in the morning, come back.
I think she, being a disciplinarian, she's doing a good job at that. Probably better. I just think Holly does a better job at everything than I did.
That's
Okay.
a big compliment. She won't believe you. She would doesn't.
No,
she won't.
because
I do.
again,
I
it
do.
goes back to Holly got a lot of information from me, from her mother, from the girls, and a lot of love. And I think she processes that, and when she brings it to the table, it comes out better than what we can give, because
Well,
I came
that's-
from a different background than she came from. And I think Holly just took the good traits that she was able to grab from us, and she uses them very effectively.
Mm.
She
Yes,
does.
she
She
does.
always has had that popularly. She still snaps at me, which I don't like. Got a little of her mother there. But, what are you gonna do?
So she's doing so far so good with Presley, huh?
Oh, amazing,
Oh yeah.
amazing.
I like
Presley
this
is
question
just
here.
a
What
jewel.
do you love most about Holly? And I would just say, because what's the word I'm looking for? It's hard to express it in one word. I just say that she's.
What is there not to love about her?
Well, there's
I
a few
mean-
things. A few things.
What?
Well, you can't make her perfect. She's gonna get, all egotistical on herself. But she just ingratiates herself with people, and the greatest thing you can give back to the world that you're in, for the time you're in, is touch people in a positive way.
Mhm.
You can touch money, you can touch material things, you can touch other things, but people is what gives you the greatest happiness. I think my Sunday school teacher, Charles Pittman, said it best. He said, what love means to me, and Charles was a real strong Christian, and he simply said, meeting people's needs. That's what love is, meeting people's needs. And that's pretty much how you evaluate people you want to be around. Do they meet your needs? Are they friendly, do unto others as you would have them do unto you? I think Holly's kind of all that stuff. And yeah, that's what Holly is. Wendy would say the same thing. Mary Jane would, she's always
Yeah.
there as a sister.
Yeah, she's always been there for her sisters.
And conversely,
Mhm.
the girls return that to Holly, and I'm sure you've seen the benefits of Holly trying to reach out and make a better life for all of you, and you for her, and her for you. So yeah, she's doing okay.
Well, it's always your character. What's so important is like, what is your legacy going to be when you leave? That's what will people remember you as? And, Holly will just, like I said, how do you say anything bad about her?
She makes you feel wonderful.
But she makes you feel comfortable, welcomed. When she
she's
knows you,
loving.
she doesn't forget you. She's loving.
Doesn't judge.
She's caring. She doesn't judge, exactly.
She listens.
Yes.
Well, the center core is Holly has a drive to keep love in her heart, because if she keeps love in her heart, then she keeps people together, and that gives you motivation. The sales thing never bothered me a bit that she wouldn't do fairly well in sales, because once they meet her and once they gravitate to her, both of you all. I mean, look what you did on Facebook and how much work you put into all that. I mean, that was you put a lot of energy and time into that, and I think that paid off.
Well, and she's a bit of a risk taker too, and I
A
know
bit of
I
a
was,
risk taker,
I was
right.
never a risk taker, so that's,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm very proud of her for, you know, taking the risk that she's
Yeah,
done.
sometimes
and
you have to step
step out and outside of your box and do things that.
And realistically, when you raise 3 kids, not taking anything away from Holly, you really are sometimes afraid of risk, because risk could jeopardize, you know, the whole family thing. So we had 2 good, you know, government jobs, and we wanted to keep the girls growing as best we could along those lines.
And you got to live in Florida the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you think about that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Didn't
And
have
not
to
only
deal with
that-
snow and
Exactly, didn't have to,
Oh, there's some
had
things.
the
higher
opportunity
taxes
to
in other
transfer, but
states.
never wanted to.
it was affordable to live here.
Yeah.
And do we have a surprise question?
No, no surprise question.
That's what it said.
It was-
I'm sitting going, he's gonna hit me with something.
But Holly,
So-
we love you, baby. We're so proud of you.
Absolutely.
Happy birthday.
Yes,
Happy
happy
birthday.
birthday. This will be your
Happy
41st.
birthday.
Yeah.
And boy, I can remember the day you were born. You know, you were a scheduled delivery. We wanted to get you in before the end of the year for the
Yep.
tax deduction.
Tax
So
deduction.
they scheduled us on the 29th, and that was during the days when
What time? She
the-
never knew what time.
the middle of the day.
Yeah,
It was right around noon.
Yeah.
And they started giving the whatever the medication was, and he wasn't even gowned yet before you were ready to come out. And that was one of the funny jokes, because we went through the classes, you know, for birthing, which we didn't do with the other 2 girls because it wasn't available then.
I went through a lot of
And,
classes for
you
you.
know, the breathing and focusing. He couldn't remember a thing. You know, it was.
I did so. I remember the breathing.
No. You know what I mean, Holly. So he was hardly even gowned before you were born. So that was a very special day, and you're a very special daughter and child, and we love you very much. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah, me too. Bye.
Love you, babe.
Love you, babe.